The Minister of Trade, Industry and Competition, Pax Tau, says the year 2023 was met with a multitude of challenges. These included insufficient electricity supply, failing infrastructure at the ports, as well as crime and corruption. Tau says, faced with these challenges, business and government had to collaborate.
We set ourselves some very targeted ambitions towards 2030. First, in relation to economic growth, targeting growth at between 3 and 5% at the back of a reliable power supply, or the things that needed to be resolved. And ensure that there's reliable power supply, a growing logistics sector, and a reduction in crime. We also set ourselves ambitious targets with regards to job creation and employment on the basis of increased economic activity, but also overall confidence, societal confidence, and investor confidence that would spur further investment and attract investors into the country and create us as a more attractive investment destination.
Energy Council knows that while electricity supply has improved over the couple of months, much still needs to be done.
Moving out of load shedding, a very clear and good discussion that our focus now needs to move from load shedding towards addressing increasing system cost, system efficiency, as well as making sure sustainable investment and structural reform. So just kind of referencing, I think, to the fix portion, I mean, there's clearly a lot we can celebrate. It's always very an easy conversation to talk about the successes, but the clear caveat that we have to keep pressure on continuing the performance recovery work on the power stations.
The National Logistics Crisis Committee says a lot still needs to be done with regards to the country's rail and ports.
Our approach is a collaborative one where we are going to ensure that quite critically, the business colleagues who have offered the support and are able to bring the expertise to bear are going to be quite critical. So, of course, much of what has happened over the past few months has been the ability to procure and provide operational expertise by the business colleagues, the deployment and support, particularly on the northern corridor and the coal line of over 500 personal security.
The Joint Initiative on Crime and Corruption will prioritize getting South Africa off the grey list enforced by the Financial Action Task Force.
The two priorities that we'll focus on for the next couple of months is obviously the issue that everyone's aware of is getting off the FATF grey list, and we have very little time. I think we have until January to get through the final two main substantive barriers for that. And then, of course, also ramping up progress in the context of very complex and specific state capture prosecutions. So the two main partners at this stage are the police and the DPCI and the NPA.
Government and business agreed to work together with the aim of stimulating economic growth and job creation. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.